So David, what did you end up drinking since you're so fucking hungover right now?
Everything.
What do you mean? What's everything?
Everything.
Where'd you go, Big Bear?
Yeah, went up to Big Bear for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, came back today. So I drank a lot. Whiskey, vodka, a little bit of tequila, wine.
All at once?
Yeah. Had to pace yourself, you know. But dude, it was kind of weird. I was like really trying to pace myself because the altitude, and I haven't been up to Big Bear in so long. And like the last time I went, I wasn't really old enough to drink. So I was like, okay, so just
That must have been a long fucking time ago, if you were old enough to drink.
Yeah, right. Fucking.
Because you're old as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty 30. I don't know why they call it Dirty 30. I've been dirty my whole life. So.
Go. Fuck.
Right? You're getting there, bud. You're pushing that. Ladelin? Is that your name?
Hey everybody, welcome back. Shit, it's been fucking forever.
I know,
Shit.
it's been what, a month? It feels like longer than a month, but
it feels longer than a month. It was actually a well-needed vacation.
Let me tell you though, I got really really lazy. I got really lazy. I wasn't doing anything.
A well-needed vacation.
Oh shit. Let me tell you though. Hold on, that's me.
Fucking Josh. God damn it, man.
I forgot.
That intro was really good, by the way.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention it. So yeah, guys, let us know what you think of our new intro. I thought it was pretty cool. I forgot that I didn't have fucking YouTube pulled up, so I just pulled it up and I didn't have my my thing off. What's it called? My thing.
Your thing.
Your pants. Had to have my thing out.
All right. Anyway. So yeah, fuck, episode 1. It's August 5th today, day after David's birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So, we're here with my buddy Nathan over here. Am I pointing?
Wait, I thought I was your buddy. What the fuck?
Am I pointing the right way? Yep, I am. He's all the way in Georgia. He's been watching us for a while, too. I think he's our farthest subscriber.
Georgia. Hey, how hot is it over there, dude?
Honestly, it's not the heat that's bad. It's the humidity.
The humidity?
The humidity is just awful.
That'll get you.
Shit. They'll get you every time.
So what are you guys up to? What's new with you, David?
I'm trying to get this bottle of wine open. I really don't want to drink today. I drink a lot during this trip to Big Bear, so sorry, folks, if I'm not drinking as much as I usually do. Just a bottle of wine would be good. It'll be fine. A bottle. Well, I mean, it's only enough for one person anyway. I mean, it's a bottle. Look how small it is.
That's all you're drinking?
Yeah. What are you drinking, Pierce? A Zima?
I am drinking a homemade shake. Cookies and cream shake. It's got...
A homemade shake?
Yeah, it's got Kahlua, Irish cream, and just like cookies and cream stuff.
So cookies and cream and other stuff.
Cookies and cream and alcohol.
And alcohol.
There you go. What about you, Josh?
So right now, well, no, David,
what?
no, I was going to talk about what's new with you because, you told me that you were in Facebook jail.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did it again.
What's up with that? What'd you do? I don't even think you told us last time. Could you not tell us last time what you did?
Well, actually, I was pretty good this year, and then, and then sorry, I had to drink wine because I'm very thirsty. I don't want to drink, but here I am doing it. You know me, I just get like offensive every once in a while, and it's just funny. But people get really offended, and it's so weird. I don't get why they have an option to hide the comment, or they could even just keep scrolling and ignore it, But they choose to go out of their way and report it, which I think is bullshit. I think what they should make you do now is if you want to really report a comment, you should have to write a 500-word essay on why you are offended.
They probably are.
Well,
when it comes to you, they're probably writing a 500-word
No,
essay.
I mean, I think the reason why you ultimately get kicked out is because they report it, and then it gets reviewed, and then the people on Facebook are like, "Fuck this guy," and that's why you get fucking banned.
And you've
it's
been
not
banned
just
before, so.
Yeah, it's my third time having a month-long ban.
Holy shit!
You're a repeat offender.
I'm a sex offender, I guess.
Is it like a third? You're in California. Is it like a third strike thing, or do you just get let back every time?
Dude, I have no idea what's going on, man. I'm like, oh, again? Whatever. It's nice taking a little break from Facebook, but it sucks not being able to comment funny stuff like I usually do.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go off the grid all the time, so.
Yeah. Hey, do I keep this cork? What's the deal?
No, you throw it away. What do you need a cork for?
I don't know, to smell it or make something. You never see like French people like, oh, that's really fancy wines. They smell the cork, right?
Do they really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're like, oh, let me smell the cork.
I wonder if that's what they do to like determine if like. Never mind.
You don't want to say anything offended. I'll say it. I think I know.
Pierce, what about you? What have you been up to?
Not much. Just been kind of chilling. I went to Vegas last week. Saw
my family. That's cool. How'd you get there?
My beloved brother flew me out.
Yeah, so I kind of fucked up. So our mom just turned 50 on the 27th.
Happy birthday, Mama!
And
happy birthday.
50? I thought it was 40.
No. And I flew Pierce out, and I intended to fly out, but I wasn't able to. So I was
happened?
like,
hey.
What? I just couldn't. I couldn't get the time, so fucking sucks. But anyway, Pierce, you've been playing on Twitch, right?
Yeah. So I've been playing a few games on Twitch. I mostly play Overwatch, but we're gonna get our gaming thing started. I've just been kind of testing out the stream, so it's kind of.
Hey,
Yeah.
Do you watch the Overwatch? The competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I watch the league.
Don't they do that out there? They do that out there in Santa Ana, don't they? At the EA.
I wish.
There's like an EA Sports Arena in Santa Ana.
I wish I still lived in California so I could go to the league. Yeah, I could go to the League of Legends. I could go to the Blizzard Arena.
I'll go and I'll report live. Like just get.
Oh yeah,
you
should.
Like,
cool.
You should.
I'm just gonna get as drunk as
Welcome,
possible.
Speakeasy gentlemen.
Deny.
Okay, let me tell you guys about the Overwatch League. So, it's basically like almost set up like a sport. So they have a Blizzard Arena where everybody meets. They have teams from Florida, Dallas, South Korea, like all over the U.S., a little bit in Asia.
The Shanghai Dragons.
Yeah, Shanghai Dragons suck really bad. They haven't won a single game.
Ever.
And it was a long season.
I know what you guys are talking about.
These are just all the
Nathan,
teams.
do you play any of these games, Nathan? You got like a nice headset. You a gamer?
I play some League, a little bit of League, but I've tried Overwatch. Couldn't really get into it too much, but the last couple days I've been hooked on No Man's Sky.
Oh,
the next update on No Man's Sky.
Hooked on phonics, huh?
Oh yeah.
No Man's Sky. What's that one about?
It's like space.
It's basically just like an open world universe, and it's all randomly generated, so there is no end to the game.
Is that the one with like that had a really bad release?
Yeah, in 2016 when it was released, it was a huge flop.
It's kind of like Star Citizen.
It's a lot better now.
Oh yeah, it's way better now.
Jacob, hi. Jade, hi. Jessica, what's up? And Mom's on.
Hello.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Happy late birthday.
Anyway, I didn't mention my drink. Nathan actually picked drinks. He said BYOB local favorites. I know, Pierce, you were trying to get this Kilt Lifter. I think you had some down there, right?
That's a Pike Place one.
So I have some Kilt Lifter. It is 6.5% alcohol.
Those are apparently the really good ones. Have you tried it
yet?
Are they
twist-offs? They are not twist-offs.
Are they, they take off your... Are you trying to bite it? Break your fucking teeth.
I didn't. That. I don't have like a bottle opener or lighter or anything. So.
Use a spoon.
So long dental plan. Lisa needs braces.
My dad taught me the spoon method, and it works sometimes.
The what?
I could open a beer with anything that's not gonna break. One time I did try opening it with my phone and shattered the corner of the screen of my phone. So that was the last time.
Have you tried it yet, Josh? The Pike Kilt Lifter?
Here we go. I know you can hear me exhaling. That's how I get like the flavor.
You gotta do a sip. Gotta go.
I thought you inhaled to get the flavor and exhaled to kind of take it out.
Yeah.
Like I do that with shots.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like it tastes like a red. It says ruby ale on here. It kind of tastes like a Killian's, but a little more bitter than a Killian's.
They're really popular down here.
It's not bad though.
They're really popular down here, but what I've heard is that the ones from the Pike Market, whatever, those ones are like super delicious.
Yeah, this says Pike on it. Scotch style Pike kilt lifter. The kilt lifter.
Those are a go-to down here. We have like 3 varieties over here.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, I decided to go with the Athens local Terrapin, and this one's called.
That looks fancy.
Hopsecutioner.
Hopsecutioner.
What kind of beer is it?
Is that hoppy?
It's super hoppy. So is it like an IPA?
Right.
Yeah, IPA. It says it has.
My man.
Hops, 7.5%.
Hell yeah. See, I'm a big time IPA fan. I'm not drinking any IPA today at all, but
I'm a wino, apparently.
Is that Stella Black?
Yes, sir. Where's my camera? Is this it right here?
Okay, yeah, you're in front of it.
Sorry, like a week off and I just forget everything.
I don't know, man. Stella Black it was too like
too black.
It was too sweet for me or something. I don't know. Too black.
I think the original Stella Rosa Red, like that one's like really sweet for me. This one's like a bit stronger, and I like where it's at. It's like it's good.
Yeah, you're definitely a wino.
This is a bad.
Well, I mean, I have my whiskey, but I really don't want to.
Whiskey.
So speaking of too black, I have something to bring up real quick.
That's pretty messed up. There we go.
Did you guys see? Yeah, here we go. Did you guys see? What's his name? Seth Rogen's under fire right now about a little photo that got released from production.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
production?
I missed that one.
Seth Rogen's working on a movie, and I should come plan, but I didn't plan on talking about this. He just made me think of it right now. But there was a photo that was leaked from production, and there was a stand-in for an actor, and it's like a little kid actor, and there was a stand-in, and the actor's a black kid, but they didn't have a black stand-in, so they painted him in blackface, and they put like an afro wig on him, and like he's like under fire big time. Like so many people are like talking so much shit.
Well, he's doing. Is there like a stunt being done? Like how did this?
So he's being a stand-in. It's a photo of the kid just like hanging out, waiting off set, but. He released a statement about it already, saying that it was the kid's a stand-in. They needed to put him in blackface because it's like a lighting thing, and especially if it's a stand-in from like behind or from the side or whatever, and for some reason that actor's not there, they have to have someone who resembles him. So I mean, it's shit that they've done before. It makes sense to do because it's a movie studio, like you don't always have the actor. If you need to reshoot something for 2 seconds, you're not going to call the actor to do it.
And if it's no offense, like if it's a black child, like you don't have a spare black child for like a stand-in. I'm just saying, you have to do what you got to do, man. Why is everybody upset?
No, I mean, I guess they could have anticipated, like each actor having their own stand-in.
Yeah, but he owned up to it. He was like, I have no excuse for this. I take full responsibility. He didn't like make any excuses, so.
I don't know, man. That's just part of the movie business. I mean, it's not like he was at a party and dressed some kid up as a blackface,
Oh man, I don't know. Anyway,
it wasn't
that's weird.
Laughs.
So I actually, I didn't have a cheers planned. Dave, do you have a cheers, David? I know we already started drinking, but
yeah. I don't have anything. I've been drinking.
So just to let everybody know, season 2, the whole problem with the cheers and forgetting about it or doing it way too late, still hasn't been solved. Terrible at it.
We're bad.
All right, I have one. Over the teeth and through the gums, look out liver, here it comes. That's normally what we do with shots, but with beer it's fine.
Over the teeth and through the gums?
Because gums rhymes with comes.
Is that like a semen joke?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's exactly what it is.
Clever.
So, on tonight's show, we have some celebrity news to talk about, reboots and remakes and sequels, things that I love talking about, because, we don't need any more, but hopefully we have some good ones to talk about today. We have a new segment, Impression Karaoke, so David and myself are going to be doing some impressions. It's going to be terrible. We're going to talk about Stupid People, something on Netflix, because I don't have anything planned for Hulu, but Netflix definitely.
Wait,
remember that
Hulu? I got some for Hulu.
All right. David's going to talk about Hulu. remember that one time Nathan's going to talk about something. I have no idea what he's going to talk about, but we spent a decent amount of time together out in Federal Way. So there's a lot of things that I don't remember for a reason, and he's going to remind me.
In Federal Pen? What did you say?
Federal Way. We have a revisit. David's going to talk about something. I have another new segment called Finish Google Sentences, and then I have an announcement at the end of this, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about. So,
getting a sex change.
You say it every time. I swear you're gonna spoil the you're gonna spoil the surprise when it actually does happen. Okay, so let's talk about some news. Comic-Con happened over our break. I really wish I could have gone, but I wasn't able to. And there's a little bit of things that came from that. So we're probably going to cover Comic-Con over the course of maybe an episode or two, because there's only a few things I'm talking about here. But anyway, I have some fun images for you guys. So Pierce, go ahead and put up image number 1. So this is something that they gave away, which I think is fucking super cool. It's fucking Deadpool toilet seat covers. So like over in the bathrooms, they had fucking toilet seat covers, and I can't read what that says because it's way too small. Pierce, what is it?
It says, "This is all Fox could afford. Deadpool 2 dropping soon on Blu-ray and digital."
That was those were all for the toilet covers at Comic-Con?
Yeah, dude, they were just there in the toilet stalls.
Isn't it crazy how like back in the day they used to say used to be available or will be available soon on VHS, and then it switched to DVD, and then it's Blu-ray, and now it says Blu-ray and digital. Pretty soon it's just going to be digital.
Speaking of digital, do you guys have Vudu?
I don't mess with that stuff.
Have you have you heard of Vudu? Like they have digital copies, like Vudu digital copies of movies and shit.
Pretty soon it's going to be available soon.
I've actually never heard of it.
Implant.
Anyway, a lot of movies that you buy come with like a digital copy through Vudu. But anyway, this just brings up something with Walmart. I don't know why I couldn't think of their name.
You work
Walmart, right? Walmart was talking about starting their own streaming service, and a lot of people are like, "What the fuck is Walmart gonna offer?"
Is it gonna be like showing their security cameras of all the weird people that shop
they fucking should. But Walmart owns Vudu. Not a lot of people know that, but Vudu is a Walmart owned company. Yeah, so I'm thinking that everything's on Vudu would be available on their streaming service, but that's something that might go forward. So it might be like what's new on Netflix, Hulu, and Vudu, and
they might
whatever Disney's new service is.
Yeah, nowadays everybody has a streaming service. It's
really dude, DC's gonna have a streaming service.
Does Walmart know that we have this podcast? Maybe they might ask you to do run the show for that streaming service.
I should. One time they had a casting call for Walmart radio. So if you go to Walmart, there's like a radio because before it used to be like individual stores that would play CDs and shit, but now it's a universal radio.
Thank you for shopping at Walmart.
I was going to apply for it. Like I got in contact with the Las Vegas Sun Times, and they were gonna like I was trying to get people to help me create like a little demo video and shit, and then I was just like, yeah, never mind, I'm not moving to Bentonville, Arkansas, so I didn't.
It's gonna be out in Arkansas.
People always told me I had a face for radio, so I was gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, you do.
So
you
Pierce,
got a voice for silent pictures too.
Pierce, we sent you another image here.
Whoa!
Check out this cosplay, dude. I don't know what to feel about this because it's like a Beetlejuice, but it's a girl.
I'd like to feel myself, to be honest.
The face is off. The hair is right, but the face is weird.
I think it's a mask. Like right around the neck, there you see like a little flap there. I think it's a mask that's pulled over, but I can't really.
Prosthetic.
Either that or the boobs are fake. It's either the mask that's fake or the boobs.
Either one.
I
love it all.
Because look at the teeth. Unless her teeth are that bad.
All you gotta do is say my name 3 times. I'm out of here.
That's.
It'd be better if she was. It'd be better if she was like, "I'll eat anything you want me to eat. I'll swallow anything you want me to swallow." Pierce, we have a couple more Comic-Con images. I think I have one. Oh, speaking of cosplay, here's another one. Aaron Paul went to a what is it called? A panel. And Aaron Paul, if you guys don't know him, go ahead and put it over there, Pierce. Aaron Paul, if you guys don't know him, is Jesse. What's up, yo? From fucking Breaking Bad. And that's his daughter right there that he dressed up in a mini hazmat suit.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was fucking awesome. And this last one is something David sent over. And I can't read it. Once again, it's too small.
I actually did stuff?
It said, some old guy cosplayed Marvel creator Stan Lee, then the real Stan Lee showed up.
That's fucking awesome, right?
Cosplays for everybody, man. That's cool.
How do they know it wasn't another old guy?
I know,
Stan Lee
shit. In a better cosplay.
What if they
it took
like
me a second.
the
one on the right is Stan Lee, and the one on the left is the.
They should have made up a routine like Harpo Marx and Lucy Ball.
Like Lucy when they like move their hat.
Harpo Marx, yeah. The Marx Brothers, come on. Groucho, Harpo, is it Chico? Chicho? I don't know. You guys don't remember the
Groucho, Brothers, Harpo?
They should have had Johnny Knoxville in there too.
What the?
Doing his old man impression.
Oh yeah, shit. Groucho, Harpo.
Pierce, look this up for us, please. Who are the Marx Brothers?
No, I have a computer now. I could. Never mind.
Too late.
Fuck you, Pierce.
Who are the Who brothers?
Yeah.
Marx Brothers?
The Marx Brothers. M-A-R-X Brothers.
Hey, wasn't
Chico,
there like
Harpo, and Groucho.
Oh, you were right. It was Chico. I was making fun of you and everything.
Gummo and Zeppo.
Those were like, yeah.
The other brothers.
So, Mark Hamill also went undercover during Comic-Con this year. Did you guys know about that?
Who did he go?
So, for one of the days, he was a stormtrooper, and he was just walking around dressed as a stormtrooper.
Wasn't he a little bit short to be a stormtrooper?
He actually released. He posted like a little photo on like his Twitter or whatever fucking account he posted up, and he was like, "I was a little short for costume B, so I had to get costume C or some shit like that because he was too short to be a stormtrooper."
Hilarious.
And then he appeared during the or he visited the Brooklyn Nine-Nine panel. David? Have you seen that yet, Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No, sir, have not yet.
You stupid thug.
I saw a few episodes.
I thought.
Isn't it a fucking great show?
It has the feel of The Office to it. The camera work is like just like The Office.
Nathan, have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I think I may have seen a few episodes. Is that the one where the chief or whatever is like this gay black dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a few episodes. It's pretty good.
That's a fucking. I love that show. I don't know what it is, man.
It was pretty
love
funny.
That show. But anyway, he went to their panel and he was dressed. He had a Batman animated series hat on. He had some aviator glasses and he had like a NYPD jacket on, and no one fucking noticed him because he loves the show. I guess he was like, I can't wait for the new season to come out because we talked about this on a show before, where they got canceled by Fox and they got picked up by another network. So the new season's coming out, but it's gonna be out.
Wait, Fox canceled them?
Yeah, dude. Fox is fucking. They're fucking slicing. They're slicing and dicing.
They're fucking up, man. Didn't they cancel Lucifer and didn't they get picked up?
The whole merger?
Dude, yeah, it's Disney, man. They're doing everything.
Oh, Disney, great. Those fuckers.
Disney fired fucking James Gunn too.
Yeah, it was horseshit, man.
Do you guys know about that?
Let's think of also the other side of that is like they're probably canceling all these shows because they're gonna make some new shows with the rights that Disney has.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this on the next episode, but they when they did the merger, they own the shows. They like this. Disney owns The Simpsons.
Right.
Like The Simpsons is Disney now.
Better not cancel.
Yeah. So
I will burn Disneyland down.
We're gonna talk about some of the newest releases for Fox because they're not great, dude. Like they're big time into the reality TV shit. You know, they sold American Idol. I think ABC picked it up.
Yeah.
But they have a new show that they're talking about, which is Masked Singer or something like that. So what happens is it's a singing
Phantom
competition.
of the Opera?
It's a singing competition, but they wear masks the whole time, and they don't like unveil themselves until
the very end of the movie.
Picked off, or
Gerard Butler, and you're like, oh man.
Yeah, Gerard Butler. But David, we were talking about how James Gunn got fired. Do you guys know about that, Nathan or Pierce?
No.
I don't know who that is.
Do you know who James Gunn is?
Let me Google it.
I'll tell you.
We'll tell
we have the information. We have the information right here.
I did hear about that.
It's all right
here.
here.
Need to Google it.
Yeah.
So Guardians of the Galaxy, that's what he's most notable for. And he was fired by Disney for tweets that he sent out 7 to 10 years ago. He sent them out.
That's where all the actors went out and supported him, right?
Yeah, dude, that could happen to me, man. Like, what happens if I get fired? Disney fires me?
Dude. Yeah, like I am 100% fucked. Like,
yeah.
I sent out some shit.
Kiss our like future careers and ideas. Goodbye.
Right? It's just, it's for the sake of being funny. I read a lot of his tweets though, and they're not really that funny. I mean, like he was going for shock value, not for comedy. Like all my shit has like a funny thing to it.
Yeah, for me it's funny, but it's like fucked up. Like, oh shit, people died. Like,
no, well, yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like when you're you were really upset and you're like, oh man, there was like this really bad storm in the Philippines and I just lost my cousin and I was like, hope you find him. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Remember that? Like that's the kind of shit that like our comedy is. Like we just fuck with each other.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or that thing that I posted the day of that the Vegas shooting.
Oh shit.
I was like, I don't really like country music. I could only listen to it when I'm taking shots.
Oh my god.
Oh,
what?
Horrible.
I bet that killed. I bet
it did. It did. It really did. If you don't like that, I'm not gonna like my Chester Bennington joke. Don't worry, I'll hang on to that one.
So yeah, no future careers for you guys in showbiz.
No.
This is it. This is the top. We're living it, man.
We're at the peak.
I feel like with social media these days.
Yeah, like, bottle of wine, I'm fine.
The pinnacle.
With social media these days, anybody can dig up anything on anybody.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? Exactly.
See, I don't put a lot of my business out there. I just put like the shit that you don't talk about. I put that out there. You know what I mean? Like the worst stuff I could say is what I put out there, but all that like my normal business I don't put out there. It's probably not a good tactic.
I think you should like change that. I'm thinking about changing it too, dude.
Another thing that came from because there wasn't a lot that came from Comic-Con actually. Marvel didn't have any big news. Star Wars didn't have any big news. Like nothing really going on aside from like DC had that trailer of Aquaman and shit.
Did we already talk about the Spider-Man stuff?
We just barely started
the Far From Home.
Yeah, that we talked about that.
Right? I talked about that, but that wasn't Comic-Con. That was a different comic convention.
Right, but that's a Marvel thing coming up.
Yeah. But anyway, here's something that's pretty cool. I actually sent Pierce an image for this. Supergirl. They said that they were casting Nicole Maines. So have you guys heard of this girl right here?
Where her main's at?
No.
So Nicole Maines is actually cast as the first transsexual superhero, and I looked into it because look at her, and I looked into it, and yeah, I looked into it, and I was like, is that a girl actor playing a transsexual superhero? Is that an actual transsexual actor playing a transsexual superhero? And that is actually Nicole Maines was originally a boy, is now transsexual.
That's what I was going to ask.
Now woman.
I don't know
I don't think I worded that correctly, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So she is actually. Yeah, so she is actually the very first transsexual superhero.
Transgender woman.
Nia Null, aka Dreamer, in Supergirl. You guys watch Supergirl?
I watched Supergirl.
Nope.
I binged a lot of season 3 yesterday.
So I actually
gonna start transcending into a.
I watched what's it called? I watched Arrow and I watched some of The Flash, but I haven't caught up on.
Weren't you like really?
I love
Superman. They all like go together, right?
Yeah. They have a bunch of crossovers. Them and the Legends too. I've watched everything. I haven't caught up in Arrow. I watched up to like season 2, but everything else I'm fully caught up on, except for Supergirl. I'm finishing season 3 right now. Yeah, Supergirl, like they're pretty known for being like super like forward thinking and like
Supergirl, like yeah.
I mean, it's Supergirl, so I kind of like the direction they took with it. They have a lot of callbacks to the show Smallville. I really like that too, and they have like a bunch of cameos of people, and I really love the show. Like, there's some really really cheesy, dumb parts of the show, but there's also some really really good writing in the show. So like I kind of take the good with the bad, and I enjoy it.
I remember that you used to watch Smallville like all the time when you were younger. I never got into
more of a Lois and Clark kind of guy.
I was never really a Superman fan.
I think that's why I had a crush for Terry Hatcher.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of the movies, but I like the Smallville version of Superman.
I think I'll give it a shot. I'll start catching up on Supergirl, and then I'll tune in. I was
going to mention this later, but it's on Hulu, so
I'll give home another shot.
Smallville's on Hulu. Sorry.
So
Netflix is Supergirl.
Wait, speaking of Hulu,
go ahead. No, that's later.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I'll watch Supergirl and I'll tune in to see Nicole Maines as the.
Is she on it already, or is it next season?
No, she's going to be. So she's the first transsexual heroine. Speaking of heroin, Demi Lovato's in the news.
Oh, God.
That is a good transition.
So you guys hear about that?
I'm ODing with joy right now. Yes, let's talk about it.
So I guess she's been struggling for a while. I know I mentioned this on a show before, but those Disney kids, man, they get into fucking hardcore drugs pretty early in their
Wait,
career.
she was a Disney kid?
Yeah, she was on Disney.
I thought she was just
a lot of people are speculating it's because of all like the Hollywood like sex scandals and stuff. They think the kids are being abused while they're in Disney, and then it's just kind of messing them up later in life.
Fucking Harvey Weinstein getting to all of them? Is that what you're saying?
Well, he's not Disney.
There was a Disney guy that got in trouble.
No way, really?
There was a Disney guy that got in trouble.
Was his name Walt?
I forgot his name.
Walt.
I didn't know that. I mean, I would think that if something Disney happened, they would have kept that stuff under wraps. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, an executive actually got.
I didn't
keep the Nazi stuff under wraps too, but it gets out.
I was looking it up and they were showing like pictures and stuff. He's creepy.
There's pictures to go with these things?
His name is Dan Schneider.
Dan
Schneider? Oh, yeah.
Wait.
He's creepy looking.
Is he related to Rob Schneider?
Brother of Hulk Hogan? No.
But they have like pictures of him like being like really like close to a lot of the stars, and it's just really creepy.
Like little kid stars?
Yeah, like the girl from iCarly.
Miranda Cosgrove.
So he's in the boat David would have been in if he had a chance to be close to Miranda Cosgrove.
You would have taken the other one, Jeanette McCurdy, right? I thought you liked her.
No, thanks. No.
You like the heroin addicts, huh? I thought he was gonna spit out right now.
Oh, hey David, you had a you sent me a picture, didn't you?
Of?
I have a picture about this topic. I forgot we were talking about Demi Lovato.
Oh, yeah. I'll put that up, and then I'm gonna put a picture of Dan Schneider, and you'll see like how creepy he is.
Dude, I got really drunk this weekend, so I don't remember what I sent you.
This is what you sent me right here, Demi Lovato. I haven't played Fortnite, so I don't know what the fuck this is about. But it says, please stop making these damn challenges so hard at Fortnite, and my daily challenges don't use heroin. That's fucked up. They had to use like what's that shit called, Narcan?
What's that?
So Narcan's like this drug that brings people out of overdoses, and they had to use Narcan. So they're actually speculating whether or not it's still allegedly heroin.
They had to pump their ass up, huh?
It wasn't
like in Pulp Fiction, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
but they have like an inhalant
website for my
so
business.
Narcan, you could just like put in their nose and make them breathe it. Because like I guess heroin. By the way, is that how you spell heroin, or is it with an E? Is heroin with an E?
Heroin at the E is what's about.
That's a woman, right?
A hero woman, yeah.
The drug has no E.
That's what
She's a hero in woman.
One thing I've seen this sparked a lot of debate about whether addiction is a disease or whether it's a choice. What do you guys think?
That's a great topic, or a great
I like
question.
I like psychedelics.
It's a mixture.
This is my
That's
thing.
a tough choice.
This is my thing. Holy shit! I forgot about that. What's his name? Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah.
There's an episode of Taxi. I'm not trying. We'll get back to your topic, I promise. But it's an episode of Taxi where he's filling out like for a driver's license, and they're asking him questions if he has any like disabilities or whatever, and then he's like, or is that when it was? He was like,
do you have any disabilities, alcoholism, or addictions to narcotics? He's like, oh, that's a tough choice.
Like, yeah. Anyway, this is that creep. Wait, that's Victoria Justice, dude.
Oh,
so there's plenty. Right in, like out in public, there's plenty of pictures like
your hair smells good.
That's creepy, dude.
Creepy.
I think what's even creepier is the choice of hair. He looks like
John Candy.
I think the creepier thing is the choice of hairstyle he goes with.
Yeah. There's other ones, but like they're so creepy I like don't even want to put
He's
them
like,
up.
oh, look at how defensive she is with her arm too.
She's like
you could tell she's reluctant with that.
Yeah, dude. That is gross.
There's way worse than that, like.
So here's my thing, Nathan. There's a lot of people that I know that are very susceptible to addiction, right? And
cheers.
You have to honestly, like, you have to put yourself in that position initially. So I think it's kind of. I think Pierce who said it was both, because I am not addicted to anything because, well, I mean, as I fucking chug a beer, but
yeah,
I don't put myself in the situation. And David knows this more than anybody. Like, we've been in a fuck ton of situations where people have offered us like drugs and shit like that, and I'm like so fucking paranoid that I just won't do it.
It's free. Drugs
I just won't do it. So, and one of the biggest reasons, I mean, it's my hypochondria where I think like if I even did coke or something, my heart would race and I'd fucking have a heart attack and die. But it's the addiction part too, where I'm not going to expose myself to that because I don't want to be the person who can't live without it. And I think a lot of my past and the people that I know who I've seen has like their lives have fallen apart. And it's not just like drugs and shit. It's like gambling. I've seen people who like, we got paid and they would lose their paycheck within like a couple hours the same fucking night we got paid. So it's just, I'm the kind of person, I quit a lot of shit. Like when I never really smoked that much. I mean, David, like I'd smoke like a pack every couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Like that's the quickest I went through cigarettes.
No, we get drunk and we'd smoke like a whole pack.
Well, depending on when I got drunk.
It's like a mix.
Depending on when I got drunk and drinking.
But like even with what's it called, caffeine, like I used to overdo it big time, and I haven't had caffeine since like 2013 because I drank it too much to where I started getting like paranoid, my breathing got really fast. I would drink like 3 fucking Monsters a day and get anxiety, so I was like, nope, done, and I just completely cut it. So I'm the kind of person where I overthink too much, so it's easy for me to cut stuff. But I mean, I've never tried fucking heroin, right. So I won't put myself in that situation.
Mom put it in an interesting way. She said, you have the choice to start or not, but the choice to stay is not really yours.
Right. Exactly, and I absolutely, that's my opinion, I think. I absolutely agree with that. So you can't really criticize somebody once they're there.
Yeah. We also have to think about like
getting there was kind of their fault.
Well, you also have to think about like there's peer pressure that could have put you into it. There's also like life stresses that might have pushed you to do that, and like it's not an excuse, but it could push you towards it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right. It's a choice that leads to an addiction.
Yeah.
That leads to a disease.
Yeah.
So the lesson from this, kids, is just smoke weed. Don't do any of that other stuff.
I'll be the other voice of reason.
Although you can still be,
you
can be emotionally addicted.
Hold on, David. What's the other reason? Go ahead.
The other reason to say yes to drugs because drugs are expensive, and if it's free, dude, you might as well have a trip. Enjoy the ride while you're on it, right?
Psychedelics, yes. Other stuff, no.
Well, yeah, whatever. Teach his own.
Mom also said it's a choice to get help, which is actually what Demi Lovato chose to do. And I believe they released a statement. You can't ever force somebody to go through rehab or any of that shit. It has to be something that they're actually willing to do. Once you pressure them and shit, they're just going to get out and keep, going back to it. So she released a song pretty recently, I think, about her struggle, like her addiction.
Try to tell me to go to rehab.
Yeah, right? She's following in the way of Amy Winehouse.
But Amy Winehouse is like way better. I don't think I've ever heard a Demi Lovato song.
Yeah, no.
What?
Who knows? I mean, she did work under that Schneider guy, so you never know.
What does that mean?
Well, she might have been abusing it. Might have like pushed her to start abusing drugs.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, anybody have anything else to talk about with this this terrible topic? All right.
Anyway, I think we covered all of it, like suicide, overdose, pedophilia, alcoholism.
From one Demi to another, let's talk about the Bruce Willis roast. Demi Moore was a surprise guest. You didn't watch it? Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it was fucking great.
Go ahead and talk about it.
We talked about the roast master, who was Joseph Gordon-Levitt. What's his name? Who else was on there? Kevin Pollak was on there. Pollak.
Oh, that's right. He did that. Did he do a Christopher Walken impression?
Of course. Right? I mean, that's his go-to. Christopher Walken. Did either one of you guys watch the roast?
I didn't.
Pierce.
I want to see it.
Ethan?
I think I saw a few snippets of Demi Moore.
Where can you watch it?
Comedy Central.
Because Demi Moore's Bruce Willis's ex-wife, right?
Yeah. And she showed up, and she was pretty brutal. She was funny though.
She's still hot.
Edward Norton, of course. Dennis Rodman for some reason. I don't know. She's decent. You know, for some reason I thought I confused Demi Moore with what the fuck is her name? Jennifer from Labyrinth.
Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly from Labyrinth. For some reason I thought they were the same fucking person.
They have different names.
Really? They look similar though, don't they? Jennifer
Not
Connelly
really.
has kind of like a bigger nose, but they kind of look the same. Anyway, so I'll give you a couple jokes that I thought were really funny. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt said, "Who could forget Ed?" Speaking of Edward Norton, as the Incredible Hulk, the Avengers franchise. That's who.
I know.
Oh,
They probably couldn't afford him.
No,
Fucked up.
I really like Edward Norton as the Incredible Hulk. I really wish they would have stuck with him.
I know.
But Mark was cool.
He's alright. He's a supporting character.
Nikki Glazer, she's a stand-up comedian, and I didn't really listen to her too much, but this really opened my eyes to her because she's fucking funny, dude. Like, she's really funny.
What's her name?
Let's hear it.
Nikki Glazer.
Okay, what you got?
So, she said, Kevin Pollak does an amazing Robin Williams. I just wish he'd finish it.
That's
David,
horrible.
do you not get that joke, David?
No, it's
Robin Williams killed himself.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you're dumb. You were dumb, man. Didn't David at one time? We should have made this like a joke that we all laugh at when David said he's the smartest person on this show. You remember that?
I don't remember that. Dude, that was last season. Why you gotta bring up old shit?
He said, or Nikki Glazer also said, I mean, we lost a lot of great ones to suicide. It's time we lost an okay one.
Oh my god.
Dude,
But yeah, it's great. I'm not
to do humor like that, like in today's society.
Well, fuck. Dennis Rodman was talking about Kim Jong-un fucking and nuclear warheads and shit. So
it's it kind of goes back to Anthony Jeselnik when he was like talking about like how every couple years there's a topic that people tell you not to joke about, and he thinks it's dumb, and he's like, I call them the joke police. And he's the thing about it now that they don't want you to talk about. He's like transgendered people. Nobody in the audience says anything, and he goes like, see?
what the fuck? I don't get that joke. I just laughed.
Well, because like nobody
he's
like
saying
said
you can't make a joke about it.
Oh, because nobody laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, see?
You
can't even call them chicks with dicks anymore. You have to call them guys who talk way too much.
Oh my god.
Shit. All right. So, last thing I want to talk about real quick in news: Movie Pass. Have you guys heard about Movie Pass? Have you used it?
I am a member.
You're a member, David?
Yeah.
You're not a member for long. I'll tell you what. So Movie Pass. Tell me a little bit about it. Since you're a member, it's what, $10 a month, and you watch all the movies you could watch, or what?
Something like that. I don't know.
You're a member and you don't know the benefits,
dude.
No,
this weekend was a rough
forgetting.
weekend. Yeah, it works like that. You have to. There's like an app that you have to be close to the movie theater, whatever. You order your tickets, then you go up to the box office and you present them the card that they give you, and then I think that's. I don't fucking know. Well, what's going on?
They are losing. They are losing $21 million a month.
How?
Because they're spending more. Their thought process is, hey, let's charge this membership fee, and let's hope that they watch like one movie a month. Mm-hmm. But everybody's watching all kinds of fucking movies because it's unlimited. Yeah, they're shutting down because they were losing $21 million a month. They actually had to take a $6 million loan out from someone else, which honestly, I mean, what that gives them like a week. That gives them like a week out of the month. Yeah, it's terrible.
But
and
if you benefited from it. You benefited from it. The company's taking the fall. Like, if you had a membership and you used it, like, you benefited. So
not my problem.
Yeah,
shit.
So yeah, but there's other people like I guess AMC is offering something also, which is like any AMC theater you go to, it's a little bit more than the $10
$20 a month.
Yeah, but
could have been more reasonable with it,
yeah, they needed to be smart. I mean, profit and loss. You gotta compare your cost to.
But they couldn't get people on board unless it was super cheap.
I mean, I didn't hear about it until it was already too fucking late anyway. So.
See, I would pay $20 a month if I could stream it. If I could stream it from my house, I would pay $20 a month, but
they
I don't want to go to a
with
movie theater
stuff because it can't be released.
Hey, Nathan. After this, Nathan, I'll give you a couple websites where you can stream it from your house. Don't worry about it. It's all good. 17 Booth. 17 Booth. Thanks for subscribing, 17 Booth. So let's talk about some reboots. I don't fucking know.
100,000.
Let's talk about some reboots, remakes, and sequels real quick. So I know this is old, but I watched Jurassic World 2 yesterday.
I still haven't seen it.
Honestly, it's like Jurassic World #1. I mean, it's like the same shit. It's like, hey, let's make a spoiler alert, big time spoiler alert, by the way. But if you haven't watched it now, you probably don't really want to watch it that bad. But it's like, hey, we're creating a new dinosaur, and then it's like, hey, that dinosaur went crazy, and then it's like, oh shit, where's Blue at? Let Blue save the day. That's exactly what the first and second movie was. So I'll save you some time. Don't waste your time watching it. But anyway, I want to talk about another reboot.
Can I say something on Jurassic Park, though?
Go ahead.
They did release a virtual reality game that I was able to play at Dave & Buster's, and that was like 20 times better than the movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
is it better than the actual old arcade
game? You're
did
like
you guys see? It was like the
roller coaster, and you get to like take pictures of all the dinosaurs.
Did you guys see? It was like so. It's like Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon Snap for Jurassic Park.
So you don't get to shoot the actual.
You just take pictures of them. You don't kill them.
You don't kill them, but it's funny because it's funny because when I went on the ride, the guy was like, "Here's your gun. Make sure you kill a lot of dinosaurs." And it's a camera. So at the beginning, you're like trying to kill all the dinosaurs, but you're just taking.
You're just taking a fuck ton of photos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're technically shooting them, so.
That is true. Yeah. So did you guys see? I think it was the 25th anniversary, and what's his name? Jeff Goldblum. They unveiled like a huge ass Jeff Goldblum statue of him like with the shirt open. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where did they do that? They did it in like another country.
It was in
London.
London.
Aren't they gonna do a documentary with him, or is that just my imagination?
That's a great question. Does anybody have any other questions?
He definitely needs to do documentaries. Like, he would be so good at just sounding excited about things.
Documentaries and apartments.com commercials. That's his fucking repertoire. That's where he. So anyway, I have a new reboot I'm pretty excited about. ALF. You guys remember ALF? ALF? Alien Life Form?
They're doing a reboot.
Wait, the fuzzy little elf?
Yes.
Like, wait, they're doing a reboot?
Hey, it's ALF. Yeah, he fucking ate cats because cats are fucking terrible. Hey, you have any cats I could eat, Jim? Or whatever fucking. Yeah, dude. So they're remaking that. Paul Fusco, which was one of the creators and the original puppeteer, is still doing it.
Okay, all right.
So I mean, it's not like you could replace that voice, right?
No.
I mean, we both did one, but still. Are you getting an image of that, Pierce?
I think we've been a little bit. There you go.
Let's get an image of ALF.
Of before.
Just for you guys.
That's ALF.
So I hardly remember ALF, but I'm not. You know me. Sometimes I'm super against reboots and shit. I'm not really against this one. Let's give it a shot. There's no writer signed up for it yet, but they're saying that it's possible that they're going to say ALF was locked up at like Area 51, and he's coming out of it basically.
That's cool. Yeah. Figured out.
I've never seen the show, but I've seen like images here and there of him.
Yeah, or parodies. I'm sure you've seen tons of parodies of him.
If Hulu and Netflix is watching, could you guys put the old episodes of ALF so we could all catch up?
Yeah, we need to, right? Anyway, one more for you guys. Fantasy Island is being rebooted, and I never watched Fantasy Island as a kid.
The plane, boss, the plane.
The plane. So, get this, David. Did you not know I'm guessing you didn't know it was being rebooted, right?
Well, no, because I was on Fantasy Island.
It's being rebooted by Blumhouse.
Wait, the horror?
Yes. So it's a production company notable for horror movies, right? You know, like the Insidious movies. You know, all like the horror movies, and they're rebooting Fantasy Island. So
rebooting.
The filmmaker from Truth or Dare, which I never watched, is going to be in charge of it. Have you watched Truth or Dare? It's going to be a film, by the way, not a TV show.
Oh, is this the wrong Fantasy Island picture I was bringing up?
No, that's right. That's correct.
That's the right one. They're rebooting it for a movie.
Okay.
That's Tattoo, little dude.
Yeah. So it features Mr. Rourke, which is that the bigger guy, the bigger of the two, who oversees a mysterious fantasy island. And it's an island where people live out their fantasies, I guess. and they do it for a price. I guess the series often dealt with dark themes and the supernatural, so I guess it would fit in with the Blumhouse.
I only caught like a couple of episodes, dude, because I didn't have cable as a kid growing up, so I'd like watch reruns.
Yeah, we all know that, David.
I'm sorry, I'm so poor. Let me just go back to my wine bottle.
I'm surprised you have Wi-Fi to be doing this show right now.
I got lucky somewhere along the line.
All right. So, speaking of characters, let's do this shit. We have our impression karaoke coming up, and wait. I really hope this is gonna go well. I don't know.
It's gonna go terrible.
I think it's gonna be terrible. So we're doing "Don't Stop Believing" for anybody watching. We're doing "Don't Stop Believing." It's gonna be me and David. We're gonna alternate through voices. I'm gonna be doing the blue voices. David is gonna be doing the pink voices, and then purple is both of us together.
For the record, I did not want to do this song because you hear it played out so many times.
I honestly think I'm gonna do terrible at this, but
everybody does terrible at karaoke.
So Pierce is going to be playing each slide, and we're gonna do our voices based off of that. So, Pierce, why don't you sing us a little acapella intro? Dun, 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 dun. No, nothing. No. All right. Let's do this.
Shit.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took a midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. Beautiful, beautiful South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
A singer in a smoky room. The smell of wine and cheap perfume.
For a smile that can share the night, it goes on and on and on and on.
Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible, dude. I was like, you're still stuck on the rock.
Shadows searching in the night. That's terrible.
Why can't I do Obama?
Like, yeah. Street lights, people. It's my turn, dude. What are you doing? Living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night.
This is both of us, I guess. Ready?
Oh, okay.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Don't stop believing. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out. It's hard to do this.
Hold on to that feeling. Street lights. Let's count the street lights. 1, 2.
No, we're not doing that, Count. Just keep on singing with me.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Damn it. Sorry.
Why can't I do Plankton?
Stop.
Holy shit.
Yeah, let's. I didn't want to do this song. I think we could have done something else.
It's the fire that. Why can I do Plankton now, but I couldn't do it
now? You couldn't do it earlier.
You were doing Obama. You were slipping into Obama.
Yeah.
Karen, my computer white. I don't know. Fuck that. Whatever.
Well, that was great.
That was wonderful. Fuck. Anyway, let's talk about some more stupid people, shall we? So, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there is a porn scam going on. Do you know about that?
One of many, I'm sure.
How do you use what? Porn scam?
A porn scam. So this is what's going on.
So
there is somebody who is phishing, right? You know what phishing is? Phishing.
I don't know what that is actually.
They send out a mass amount of emails, and they say, "Hey, I hacked your, your device, whatever, your computer, your laptop, whatever it is, and I know that you went onto a porn site. I recorded you while you were watching your porn. So I have a recording of the screen, and I have a recording of you.
Of you crying afterwards?
Basically jerking it and crying afterwards, yeah. And they give him an ultimatum. So they're like, option number 1, you ignore me, and I'll send out all the images to every one of your contacts. And option number 2, you pay me $2,000, $3,000, $4,000.
So it's like nobody got time for that.
So it's like what, Nathan?
Like blackmail.
It's like blackmail, but it's called like the guilty conscience schemes. So they're basically just sending it out to everybody because there's bound to be somebody out there who's like, fuck, I have been watching porn lately. I've been watching a lot of weird shit. You know what I mean?
1 out of 1,000 times.
Everybody? Yeah. Isn't that everybody?
Yeah, dude. And I mean, they're just sending it out to a mass amount of people, and they're getting, $2,000 a piece.
Jesus.
I mean, fuck, dude. You know, like we need to start something. I mean, wait.
Yeah. I mean, we have the technology, right?
We do have the technology.
Technology is there.
Can't do Plankton's voice though. Apparently. I'm so upset by that. How did I lose Plankton?
If you do the fun
Did you come up with that?
Do the fun.
F is for fire.
Yeah.
F is for friends who do things together. Is that the words?
You're doing like a.
U is for you and me.
U is for you.
And it's for anywhere.
Anywhere, anytime at all.
Down here in the deep blue sea.
Anyway. Let's talk about what's new on Netflix. And Dave is going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching something on Hulu, and it's... You just do your thing, I'll do it.
So, there is a movie called Father of the Year. It's one of Happy Madison films, which is...
Happy Madison production?
They're basically...
A production company.
They have a blank check for Adam Sandler, and they're just like, make whatever you want. Here you go. Because he's made a fuck ton of movies on Netflix, like Netflix originals. But it's actually pretty good. Somebody told me that they watched it, and they were like, don't watch it. And they were like, you know what?
I honestly fell asleep while I was watching it.
I was laughing a lot, dude. I thought it was pretty
Maybe
funny.
only fathers can relate, so that's why you're like, I get it.
just give it a shot. It's actually pretty funny. David Spade's in it, and I kind of like David Spade. He's not like a person I like a lot, but David Spade's in it.
You know, I thought maybe like I just grew out of the whole like Adam Sandler humor, but I went and watched Happy Gilmore again, and it was hilarious. So like, I think he just kind of lost his touch a little bit.
We just watched what's that other movie they have on there?
Waterboy.
Waterboy. We just watched Waterboy the other day.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't Robin Williams make a movie called Father of the Year? Or World's Greatest Father. That's what it was. World's Greatest Father.
I think I watched a Robin Williams movie that I've never seen before that had John Krasinski from The Office in it, and Mandy Moore.
What?
Like I think it was called License to Wed. I watched it pretty recently. Never watched it before, but it had Robin Williams, and I gave it a shot. It's actually pretty funny. Pretty funny movie. I mean, it makes you feel like a '90s movie. So
yeah,
you feel nostalgic.
I don't know if I was what I read was it was like a theory, but I was reading like skimming through an article that was explaining that Mrs. Doubtfire, License to Wed, and Death to Smoochie were a little trilogy in its own
universe.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Death to Smoochie was a fucking great movie.
I haven't seen that.
See, dude, I'm such a big fan of Edward Norton, man. I don't think there's anything that I really didn't like. Did you ever watch Rounders? Him and Matt Damon?
Bits and pieces of it. I saw.
Fucking great.
I didn't catch it all the way through. Yeah, that was cool.
Because
when he was like a gambler.
He makes movies that are like basically classics, you know.
Yeah, they
Fight Club is probably
Fight Club, American History X.
American History X shit, dude, that was another good one. Fuck.
Dude, we watched the Bruce Willis roast, and Ricky didn't even know that was the same guy.
That Edward Norton was the dude
in American History X. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he does look fucking way different.
He's a good method actor. So
he looks
like,
fucking intense. He
bulks up. Yeah, he's fucking crazy.
Oh, you want to know what movie I'm excited for?
What's that?
Have you guys heard of the new Queen movie that they're coming out
with?
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes, dude, I'm so excited.
That looks so good.
Hey, but I heard he dies at the end. Spoiler alert. Sorry, everybody.
I hear that a lot of it is about like it's not about his like whole career though. It's about like Freddie Mercury after, or the group after Freddie Mercury dies.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited to see it. It looked fucking great. I think we talked about it on the show before.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Sacha Cohen or whatever. How you
he was supposed to, but they got someone else.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
He didn't want it because it was more about the group. He wanted it to be more about Freddie Mercury, so he.
Oh, okay.
So he declined.
Have you guys? Because he wanted it all about him.
No,
they got the guy from Mr. Robot.
Have you guys heard about that that little series that he's doing on Showtime?
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen, Who is America? Yeah. Have you seen any of it?
I've seen a few clips. Yeah. It looks hilarious.
I heard he like gets a bunch of people to admit and say a bunch of dumb shit, and then they're like people are suing him and shit.
Yeah, because he bribes people into doing crazy stuff.
Weren't they doing that before? Like when he made Borat and everything?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's basically the same concept.
My name is Borat. So he basically has like the same thought process, but
in the last episode, he got a state senator from Georgia to yell the N-word multiple times.
No way.
He pulled out his ass and started chasing him around with his bare ass.
Well, actually, I did hear that because he was saying that the N-word was supposed to be something else, right? He was like the N-word, and he was like, "You go ahead and be what is it called?
The N-word."
No. He was talking to another person. He was like, "You go ahead and be a terrorist, and I'll be like the state or whatever." And then the guy was playing as a terrorist, so he was yelling at the N-word. He's like, "That's not the N-word I was talking about." So like, after he's yelling it over and over and over, he's like, "I would never say that word. That's not the word I was talking about." But people are suing the show and him for like defamation of character and like all kinds of shit.
That's funny, dude.
But one thing I'm excited about Netflix for upcoming Netflix is August 17th. Disenchantment is coming out.
What's that?
David, come on, David. Pierce has an image of this. Disenchantment.
Oh shit! Yeah. Fuck yeah.
From the creators of The Simpsons. I'm super excited about it, which is weird because we're starting. So I've been kind of playing around with D&D. We're starting D&D, I think, next Thursday, and then I'm playing this other game with Chris, who was on one of our episodes, which is along the lines of D&D, but set up a little bit differently. And then
Magic the Gathering.
You know, like when you go to school and like you talk about like explorers, and then you go home and you see like shit about explorers on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Indiana Jones?
Like it's just fucking, it's just everywhere. You know what I mean? And this is like along the same lines. Like as soon as I started playing D&D, this shit happened. But anyway, I'm excited. Have you?
Yeah.
So we're going to be starting this, I should talk to you about this after the show, but we're going to be starting this D&D through Skype.
That's the surprise.
Yeah, dude, if you're down, I've never played it before, so
yeah.
I mean, I've been playing with it now, but I haven't played it.
You did a few like trial runs, right?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking, it's fun.
I'll be the DM.
It's fun because you could really, I didn't know the rules at first, and the DM, I was trying to like cater to what they were. I was trying to cater to what they were. You know, the direction they wanted to go in. But so I was like, I don't know, what do you want me to do? You know, that was my mindset. But it's really whatever the fuck you want to do. Like they have to pull with it. So challenge the DM to come up with a good story. Right. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. So I really like that premise, and I'm gonna fucking run with it, dude. I'm really excited about it. I was doing like voices and shit the whole time, so super excited.
A good character. I have a few characters that I like worked on, but I want to come up with another one a little better before we start.
I got a character. His name's Josh, and he started a podcast.
But it's not gonna be a live.
He sounds awesome.
It's not gonna be a live D&D, but I think we're gonna like stitch together clips and stuff and post it on YouTube. So it'll be on this channel if we post anything about that.
Yep. So David, what do you have to talk about Hulu?
Hulu, there is this show that just came out. Not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. What day was that? That was the 25th of July? I don't know. Whatever Wednesday it was, a couple Wednesdays ago. There's a show called Castle Rock that just debuted out on Hulu. And it's loosely... They have a lot of... it's like Stephen King universe. It's within the Stephen King universe, so they make a lot of references to other things that have happened in other Stephen King movies. And so, in this particular show, the guy who plays it, Bill Skarsgård, is a prisoner who one day they just kind of discover him locked up in a cell. No one knows who he is or where he came from or how long he's been there. And this whole show is like them trying to figure out what the fuck, you know? But there's a character that's in the show who I think she's a shiner. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that term.
Like a shoe shine?
No,
like
a shiner.
The Shining.
Yeah, from The Shining. Anybody like the kid?
Actually.
Just use that sheen of yours and I'll come running.
Don't you mean Shining?
Don't be reading my mind between 5 and 6. That's
no,
Willie time.
4 and 5. Between 4 and 5, that's Willie time.
That was close enough.
But yeah, I think she's a shiner, so she kind of helps out developing the story of the main character, he plays a lawyer and he's trying to, you know.
Is it Danny grown up?
No, it's some other guy. But they did make mention. They make mention of the dog Cujo.
Oh,
they make They make a few references to some of the other Stephen King movies.
Hey,
so it's like a Stephen King like
little
crossover
TV show. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a universe. It's actually really good.
That sounds really cool. Actually.
So they have the Wednesday that it debuted, they dropped 3 episodes, and I'm like, all right, I could deal with this, because I'm like, otherwise I'd binge watch the whole show and like feel bad about myself. So it was like 3 episodes, I could tolerate that, and then this last Wednesday they only dropped, I think, 1 episode so far, but that one was like, whoa, that one really, it got me, man. I was like, holy shit.
I'm gonna have to binge watch that. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it's on Hulu, guys. So check it out.
Yeah, I have another one for Hulu. You can go ahead, Nathan. I'll do mine after yours.
Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of Hulu, what did you guys think of The Handmaid's Tale?
Did not see that yet.
I've heard of that. Like people at work have been talking about it, but I haven't watched it.
All right. Well, for another episode, go watch it and then talk about it on another episode.
Give us anything to say about it.
What's the synopsis?
Synopsis. It's basically what's happening right now and what's going to continue to happen if we don't stop it.
That's wow. That's really deep.
Really, it sounds,
you got anything
I thought it was
else?
Be like a fantasy type thing.
It is, but it's dark. It's good. I like it.
I don't want to give
away too much. Spoil it. Yeah, you don't want to spoil it. I got you.
So Dakota's tuned in watching us, and I guess he's using the Wi-Fi from the Starbucks next door. Man, the length people go to watch our show.
Hey man, thanks a lot.
Great. That's
thanks,
great.
Coda.
Did he have to hop the wall and go to the Starbucks, or is it the?
So they're probably close enough. So Pierce, what do you got to talk about?
So yeah, I brushed on this earlier about the Smallville thing, but I heard some rumors that they're going to be removing it from Hulu soon. So please watch Smallville. I bought the entire series for like $200 like a few years ago. It is so good. It's a coming of age version of Superman. There's plenty of crossovers. There's Green Arrow, different Green Arrow than Arrow. It's played by Justin Hartley. But it's a great series that ran from I think 2000 to 2010. So it ran.
Isn't Zatanna in there?
Yeah.
Oh, she's.
They do all the like a bunch of like Teen Titans villains that showed up, a bunch of characters from the DC universe. But
Hey, did Lobo make an appearance?
No, I don't believe so.
What about Bizarro?
Bizarro, yes. Yeah, there are plenty. There's Brainiac. There's all of those. So there's a bunch of crossovers in there, and it starts.
And that's him with Lex. Like they're friends at first, right?
So everything kind of starts reversed. So like in the beginning, he Lois Lane is not even in the show, and he's like in love with somebody else. I'm not going to give away too much, obviously, but
what was her name again? It was
Carrie Jade.
Lana Lane.
Lana Lane.
He's in love with
Lana.
He's in love with this other girl.
So
Lex
the older sister of Lois.
No.
And then he's like, oh, Lana's a little too old now.
Lang. It's Lang.
Oh, Lang. Oh, the shit like the slanty eye Lang.
Lana, spelled backwards is anal. I like that.
But basically, like they make you cheer for all these characters that you know are either going to be villains or you know he's not going to end up with, and then you know it's not going to end up the way you want it to be, but you still like feel like it's going to end up the way you want it to be. So it's great.
Like he becomes Superman.
And his parents are both alive. His dad's alive still. His mom's alive even in the movies and stuff. But so both of his parents are alive. He's in high school. He's a freshman.
Is it alive? You mean parents like his parents in Kentucky or whatever fucking?
In Kansas.
Oh, you mean Jor-El?
No,
like Marlon Brando.
No, his adoptive parents.
Like
his adoptive parents are still alive.
His Earth parents.
He talk to you about.
Oh, you're doing your Marlon Brando?
Kyle, listen to me when you get there.
I'm here for you, my space son.
But the reason why I'm stressing this too is because I had a couple friends start watching it, and they're already in like season 4 right now, and they're like, I can't believe I've never watched this. It's really good. So
I can't believe it's not butter.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
I'll try it.
Speaking of shots, Nathan.
What's up?
What do you got for Remember That One Time? Because I know I was really drunk during this.
So actually, Remember That One Time.
I probably don't, but go ahead.
This is at the beginning of the night. This is before we even got drunk. This is like
the
first bar we went to in Seattle. And we walk in and we order a drink, and all of a sudden this chick right behind us, we turn around and she's like on the floor having a seizure.
So that was a guy.
Oh,
well, I mean, was it a guy? I thought it was a chick.
It was a transition guy.
It was a boy girl.
I'm so bad with terminology. It was
either way.
It was an
this person was having a seizure.
Yes.
This non-gender specific.
I thought you were going to say something that just made me feel so much ashamed of myself, but you're actually making me look like a hero right now. So get this. So get this. Yeah, we were all sitting at the bar, and we turn around, and there's booths behind us, and we see somebody like start to stiff up and just fall off of their booth, and their like butt is still on the booth, and their head's on the floor, and they're seizing up. Yeah. And because when I lived in California, David, you remember Mike used to have seizures all the time. So the girl I was dating in California, her brother.
Like who?
Mike. You're cool. You're all right.
Seizures?
Yeah. So he had seizures. So I was used to it at that time because right after I left California is when I went to Federal Way, and I was used to dealing with somebody who had seizures because he was having seizures at the time. And so I knew like exactly what to do, and I like pulled that person out of the booth, and I was like helping them out and shit.
Gave them mouth to mouth.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end, I think the bartender like offered to buy me a drink and shit, but we ended up leaving. Like I never got the free drink.
You're like, no thanks.
Yeah, shit, dude. I thought I was gonna be like super embarrassed by what you're saying.
You're like, I just came here to save a life.
just
be like,
yeah, I don't need a reward for doing my job.
Right? No need to thank me.
That was fucking great, though. So
how much did you pay Nathan to tell that story? Because that's bullshit, and I don't believe it.
I'm telling you. Okay, Nathan, do you have anything real quick? Do you have anything
raunchy,
embarrassing?
Terrible,
anything really stupid or embarrassing?
Of character, Josh, kind of thing.
Aside from the high five, because I'm sure Haley's going to talk about that on the next episode.
I'll leave that one for her.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Well, let's talk about Haley then. Do you remember the ride back in the Uber? Because I don't really remember that. The ride back from Seattle in the Uber with Haley passed out.
Vaguely.
Okay, never mind. That's for a later episode.
Do you remember? Ask the Uber driver.
Do you remember that guy that was getting pulled over in the middle of the street, and Sean was like trying to fight the cop, and we had to like pull him back?
Oh, not at all. Sean was supposed to be on one of our previous episodes, by the way. He's the one who sounds just like Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, yeah, and then I was going to do Tina.
Yeah, that's right.
Tina's just my normal voice, so I can definitely do that impression.
You absolutely can do Tina.
Dude, I saw this woman who looked like Lynn, like a real-life Lynn. I was like, oh my god.
Bobby!
Oh, Bobby!
All right, so real quick, I have a segment before we finish up. This one's called Finish Google Sentences. So I typed in some things to Google, and Google predicted what the rest of my sentence was. And I'm going to ask you guys, we're going to go around the horn real quick, and you guys predict what Google said at the end. So the first thing I typed in was, why won't my girlfriend? So let's go ahead and start with you, Pierce. Why won't my girlfriend what?
Kiss me? I don't know.
Kiss me! That's actually the third thing that popped up.
Yeah,
why won't my girlfriend kiss me?
You got issues,
is that something
that
you do? Can't say I have problems with that.
David, go ahead.
I don't know what it's like to have a girlfriend.
All right, so what do you think people search then?
Oh, let me see. What was the thing?
Why won't my girlfriend
stop dying?
No. Nate, what's up? You have less experience with this than David does.
Why won't my girlfriend make me a sandwich?
Oh shit! That's definitely something David would say. Yeah. So, Pierce, do you want another go since you were the only one who got something right?
This is bullshit.
Love me?
No, not love me. David, do you have another one?
Why won't my girlfriend?
I have five.
Stop cheating on me.
No, fuck. Is that something? God, I'm so sorry. Nate, one more from you, Nate.
Why won't my girlfriend go down on me?
Oh shit!
Ooh, that's a good one.
Close though.
Ooh.
So Number one is, why won't my girlfriend have sex with me? Number two, why won't my girlfriend touch me? She doesn't touch you at all. Number three, Pierce Scott, why won't my girlfriend kiss me? Number four, why won't my girlfriend text me back? And number five, here's the killer, why won't my girlfriend sit on my face? That was the number five.
I should have picked
suggestion.
that one. That's something I would have, yeah.
All right, I have one more for you guys. All right, be a little more open-minded with this. Okay. Why am I addicted to eating what?
Ask.
McDonald's.
No, and no. You got anything,
really?
Nate?
Twinkies.
I mean, come on. Most common searches. Most common searches.
That would be my most common search.
All right. Actually, this was not really that far off. So, why am I addicted to eating ice? That one's easy.
What
the fuck? Were you wearing that as a bracelet?
No, it's a necklace, dude.
That's what I meant. Did I say bracelet?
Yeah.
Why am I addicted to eating my boogers? People search that. Why am I addicted to eating toilet paper? People are addicted to eating toilet paper. Why am I addicted to eating paper? And then the last one, why am I addicted to eating cornstarch?
Is that like a dietary trend? What's going on with that one?
It's like my
I have no idea. But I really do like this segment, so I think I'm going to continue searching some things and see the most common things people fucking do.
Next time.
Yeah.
I have one more, but
I just did add a visual. What are you guys talking about?
Save that for next time. He did. True. Okay. I said I had an announcement. I don't think I talked to anybody about this. So, I am going on vacation September 22nd through October 1st. And I'm going to go to California. The 26th, I'm going to Vegas, and then going back to California. So, during that time,
California, beautiful.
Anybody watching, if you want to join in and hang out with the Speakeasy Gentlemen, we'll probably do a couple of videos, and we'll probably do a live show wherever we
go with you from like California, and then go with you from there wherever you go?
Yeah, I'd say you fly into California with me, and then we do California, Vegas, fly out of California.
Hey, wait, Josh, what days are you coming up again? September 11th?
September 22nd. September 22nd, flying out October 1st. We're gonna do a bunch of shit while we're there. I mean, of course, we have to hit all the restaurants.
We'll try to record some stuff too, right?
That's number one. Yeah. We're gonna record a lot of shit, and then we'll of course have like a show. And I'm getting like a huge suite in Vegas, and then while we're in Vegas in that suite, we'll do a show from that fucking big ass suite. So that's what it'll be. So anybody watching, if you're in California or Vegas, you want to hang out with Speakeasy,
you want to hang out with us,
do
boys.
this shit.
Hey, wow.
We're always so far apart. This is how I spend time with David. This is how I spend time with Pierce. So spending time in person is gonna be fucking awesome. So we're really
boring in person. Just want to let you know.
we're really gonna fucking get crazy with this shit. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So next week we have Haley. I talked about that with Nathan. Haley was there also in Seattle, and she has some shit to talk about. Let me tell you. Something we're gonna drink is Rainier. Rainier is like a PBR of Washington.
Rainier Wolf Castle.
So myself and Haley are gonna be drinking Rainier, but you and Pierce, David, can choose what you guys want to drink. But it's like a PBR, but we just drank PBR. So if you want to pick something else, we'll leave that up to you guys.
Some PBR left, so.
I always have my fridge loaded with PBR.
And then we have a segment to look forward to, which is guest impressions. So what's gonna happen next week is David and Pierce are gonna turn around. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to put a character up in my little box right there. And Haley is going to attempt to do the voice, an impression of that character. And David and Pierce have to guess
who's doing the voice between you?
No, who she's doing an impression of. So I'm not going to give it away, but if I do something like Obama, I won't have her do Obama. So
wait, we have to turn around.
You guys are going to turn around so you can't see it. I'm going to put Obama's face up there, and she's going to try to do an impression of Obama, and the first person to guess that it's Obama gets a point. So it's going to be pretty terrible because, I mean, I'm going to give her some hard ones, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. So anyway, special thanks to the Speakeasy team, George, Vader, Ricky. Thanks to everybody who's been fucking tuning in, because I know we went pretty long. What time are we at right now, Pierce?
Oh, we're at an hour 20. We've been long.
Yeah.
Not too long. We've done longer episodes. Thank you, Nathan. You are a friend of the show, man. Anytime you want back on.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Here, bud.
Yeah, for sure.
Great fucking talk. So, I want to have you right here, Nate, if you don't mind. Read us on out.
We'll be right back with technical difficulties.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Speakeasy Gentlemen. Find audio for all episodes on iTunes and Podbean.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I put that there. I want to be on the show. If you want to be on the show, contact us at those things that we typed up right there on the screen. Or Pierce, what's our email again, Pierce?
Pajosh Studios.
PajoshStudios@gmail.com. I knew that. All right. Thanks, everybody.